calamities.
Calamities, gathering and terrifying waves of darkness. I looked beneath the bridge and imagined I saw a profound darkness. I had a dim torch in the face of the terrifying darkness. I used it and could see a looking into sight. A most horrific situation appeared to me. In fact, such awful dragons, lions, and other monsters appeared around me and on the bridge in front of me that I exclaimed, "Oh, this torch brings me only trouble." And I angrily tossed it to the ground and broke it. Then on smashing it, the darkness suddenly dispersed, as though I had turned on the switch for an electric lamp that lit up the whole world. Everywhere was full with the lens light. It showed everything and it was in the world. Yeah, I saw that bridge.
I saw that the bridge I had seen was a highway through a plain passing over even ground. The vast grave I had seen on my right, I realized, consisted from top to bottom of beautiful, verdant gardens and gatherings for worship, service, conversation, and the remembrance of God under the direction of luminous men. The precipices and peaks on my left, which I had imagined to be tempestuous and stormy, I now saw fleetingly to be a vast, lovely, and elevated place of feasting,
I left my computer on. I don't know about the sessions. My computer is on. Okay.
recreation and enjoyment behind mountains that were adorned and pleasant. And the creatures I had thought to be terrifying monsters and dragons I saw were familiar domestic animals like camels, oxen, sheep, and goats, declaring, "All praise be to God for the light of belief." I recited the verse, "God is the protector of those who believe. He leads them out of darkness into light." And I awoke from my vision. Thus, the two mountains were the beginning and end of life. That is, this world and the intermediate real. The bridge was the road of life. To the right was the past, and to the left the future. As for the small torch, it was the human ego, which is egotistical, relies on what it knows, and does not heed the heavenly revelation. The things imagined to be the monsters were the events and strange creatures of the world.
Thus, one who relies on his ego, who falls into the darkness of heedlessness and is afflicted with the blackness of misguidance, resembles my first state in the vision, which, like with the pocket torch and due to deficient and misguided knowledge, saw the past in the form a huge grave amid darkness, imbued with non-existence. It showed the future to be a stormy and desolate wasteland, governed by coincidence and events and beings, which are all submissive officials of one all-wise and all-compassionate to be monsters. Such a person as though manifests the verse, and those who reject belief, their protectors are the evil ones. They lead them out of light into darkness.
The original verse was وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَوْلِيَاؤُهُمُ الطَّاغُوتُ يُخْرِجُونَهُم مِّنَ النُّورِ إِلَى الظُّلُمَاتِ.
From light to
But
darkness.
if such a man attains to divine guidance and belief enters his heart, and if the tyranny of his soul is smashed and he hits God's book, he will resemble my second state in the vision, Then the universe will suddenly take on the color of day and be filled with divine light. The world will recite the verse. God is the light of the heavens and the earth.
What's the original text? Allah nuru samawati wal ard.
Then, then he will see with the eye of the heart.
Okay, you can go. And then?
Then he will see with the eye of the heart that the past is not a past grave, but where the groups of purified spirit through each century having performed their duties of worship under the leadership of a prophet or saint exclaim, Allah is most great on comparison of the duties of their lives, and fly to elevated abodes moving on the past. He will look to the left and through the light of belief distinguished in the distance of resting place of the most merciful set up in palace. Set up in palace of bliss in the gardens of paradise. Beyond the mountainous revolution of the intermediate realm and the hereafter. And he will realize that the storms and earthquakes and tempestuous events are all submissive officials and understand that they are the means, for instance, of wisdom, which though apparently harsh are in fact most gentle, like the storms and rains of spring. He will even see that to be the introduction of eternal life and the grave, the door to everlasting happiness. You can thus further aspects of for yourself. Apply the reality to the comparison.
I think we have discussed about death the last time.
Yeah.
Because if we have narrow understanding of what death is, non-believers